Hey guys, welcome back to Defeating Hair Loss. My name is Steve, and once again, I'm here with Lance Fuller. Lance, welcome back, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, Steve. I am fantastic.
Well, you look fantastic, and your hair looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Wow, another amazing masterpiece by Dr. Dan McGrath. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, Lance, we shot a couple videos earlier. I'm so excited you're back. It's like I still get like little goosebumps because I'm usually shooting with Bobby D, and he's that young stud, kind of like, got the hair and all that stuff. And now I've got somebody else here, and I'm like, man, the work is better than I thought, man. That is like incredible. You look fantastic. But your story and where you've been since your last procedure, what date was your last procedure when Dr. McGrath did your hairline?
My last surgery was in May of 2022.
Okay, so it's been about 3 years almost.
Yeah, almost 3 years, yeah.
So you have a crazy, and I say that in a complimentary way, like where have you been for 3 years?
I teach English in Vietnam. In August of 2022, I decided to take a change in my career, and I decided that teaching English overseas was something that I always wanted to do. I got my teaching certification during the COVID pandemic, and then I moved to Vietnam. I lived in Saigon for about 2 years, and now I currently live in Nha Trang. I work for an amazing school called ILA Vietnam. And I absolutely love my new career. I love my students, and the job that I have as a teacher teaching English, it gives my life meaning and purpose that I never felt in any other job that I've had.
That sounds like me talking about hair loss. Oh my God. That is like amazing. I am so happy for you. That's fantastic. Wow. I knew that you're really passionate and everything, but that's amazing. So that sounds like something that you're really having a lot of fun with and great time, and Vietnam's a long ways away, but I'm sure you found kind of your niche over there.
Yeah, it's an interesting experience because I don't speak the language there. However, as a foreigner living and working in Vietnam, there are a lot of different communities for expats. Whether you're living in Saigon or Hanoi or Da Nang or Nha Trang, you will always find other foreigners there, and who are usually English teachers. And it's been one of the most, if not the most profound experience that I've had in my life up to this point.
I mean, I've been down in, South America quite a bit, and I can just barely start to speak Spanish. But once I conquer that, maybe we can start talking about Vietnam. Huh? So Lance, I need help. I mean, I kind of recruited Bobby Dunlap, David DiMuzio, and by the way, for the record, like that was an interesting experience as well, because way back around the same time as you is when I started David DiMuzio's journey.
That's right.
And all his hair transplants, and he looks fantastic. And then came along Lance Fuller almost at the same time, and he looks fantastic. And then came along Bobby Dunlap a little bit later, and he looks fantastic, and all those in between. But you know what? I need help. I need soldiers out there. Moses is up on the rock trying to save the world and of hair loss, and I need help. So you have actually volunteered, even though you're like around the other part of the world. You volunteered, and you are going to now start to promote yourself for all the good, like we have always talked about.
That's right.
Through My Follicular Journey. And you have that in all different social medias. So everybody, I'm going to give Lance the floor for a second to kind of where they can find you. So Lance is very detailed. So those of you that are nerds like me with hair transplants and hair restoration and hair preservation and all those things we talk about all the time on this channel, check out Lance and follow him as well. So tell them again how they can find you.
Yeah, so you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, as well as my WordPress blog, My Follicular Journey. My blog goes all the way back to 2012, where I had begun my research of where I was looking to have a hair transplant done. It shares hundreds of photos and videos of all of my surgeries, pre-op, post-op, every day of the recovery, every month of progress going up to 1 year post-op for 4 surgeries. I don't know if you'll find another blog like mine.
No.
I mean, I'm sure I could definitely update it. However, I don't think you'll find another blog that has that much information and content, and as well as being forthright about what I was experiencing and what I was going through when I did all the surgeries.
That sounds fantastic. I mean, I tend to be a little over the top with, writing everything down, carrying a little pad. I probably should use the phone. But, I am very detailed, but I can't barely even come close to this guy in how he's articulate with his My Follicular Journey. It's absolutely a work of art, and you can just follow along. And, Lance is just another example, like we always talk about, where, we have to keep this in some sort of like a baseline where we want to find, a licensed, board certified specialist. We want to definitely talk about how to preserve the hair first. We want to not start off with hair transplants if we don't have to, unless you're bald. And we want to talk about the donor hair. We want to talk about which procedure we should, engage in, maybe mainly both, so we can learn and see which one would be a better fit. These are all things that Lance has documented all through his, My Follicular Journey. So it's helpful to me that I can back up all this content I have. I got Bobby D doing that. He's got a great channel, and he brings a lot of hair stuff on the channel. David DiMuzio obviously has incredible content, and now we've got My Follicular Journey back in business.
That's
so
right.
Welcome back, Lance.
Thank you so much, Steve. Let's get it.
Hey, I hope this helps you guys, and you can get a lot more, information and content. Lance is amazing. Don't forget to like and subscribe.